Straight out of Compton. So, I just got finished watching the movie. Eventually, the movie was definitely 2 hours long. I was watching like half of the movie last night, and then just an hour ago, I finished watching like half of the movie, especially with the ending of the late Eazy-E. Also, man, rest in peace to Eazy-E, man. But yeah, man. Let's talk about Straight Outta Compton. So, the movie was a tremendous story of the rap group NWA, including rappers like Dr. Dre, Ice Cube, and Eazy-E. And honestly, the movie itself was definitely a phenomenal movie. A lot of good stuff and everything that was happening. Honestly, Dr. Dre and Ice Cube did a tremendous job of how making this movie of NWA, the rap group from the mid 80s to the mid 90s. Honestly, I definitely gotta go and check out their music, especially Eazy-E's music, because I honestly never listened to music. But there was a lot of racists in this movie towards like police. But Compton is like the most like craziest city in California, especially with cops just being around these areas, these unsafe neighborhoods that's always doing like drugs, guns, and all that stuff, man, and all of that stuff. But I've never been to California, and I'm always hopefully one day I'll travel to California, except for Compton because I'm definitely not gonna visit there, but. I don't even know how bad Compton is there. Somebody let me know how bad Compton is because I honestly don't know because I've never been to California. But so yeah, we started off with things like Eazy-E and Dr. Dre, and then we go into Eazy-E, and there was just some scenes in the movie that kind of bit irritate me. It really kind of bit irritate me. It starts with the police, like. I don't understand, like, what? I don't understand the mindset of these cops just like messing with people. Like, there was some scenes on the movie that kind of bit irritate me. That I know there was one part of Eazy-E, he's at his Dr. Dre's homeboy's house, and I think. Yeah, Eazy-E was about to head home, and somewhere I don't know where the cop just says, mostly just turn your hands above head and all that stuff. And I'm like, what has he done? It's like y'all just harassing people for no reason. And it's like I honestly do not understand that logic of police. Like there are some good cops out here, and there's some cops that honestly does not know what the hell they doing. And I feel like, to me, in my opinion, cops in general should really somebody should have really trained these officers well instead of, going out and just harassing people, for no apparent reason. I don't understand that. And it was, another thing, too, when all the NWA members just chilling outside the studio, and then all of a sudden, cops just came out and they're out of nowhere, and they had to make everybody lay on the ground and all that stuff. What? I don't understand what's up with cops. It's like cops just to me, they would just abuse people just for their power, to get revenge on somebody, to get revenge on people. I don't know. I'm trying to think what comes to mind when I see cops just doing cops was just doing the absolute most in this movie. They really were, and I was getting a bit irritated with what they was doing, but yeah, man, everybody's getting signed with record labels, and I guess Ice Cube or Dr. Dre, because I think Dr. Dre was signed with Death Row Records and he wanted out and started his own solo career. And I think I was looking up while I was watching the movie. People the group NWA has own. They got signed to the same record label deal, and I know Dr. Dre got signed with Death Row Records, which Death Row Records, man. I don't know what's up with that label company, but that's been going on. That's been having a lot of lawsuits between Death Row Records. And there's actually a documentary about Death Row, which I probably have to watch the documentary of that to see what was going on between that, because I don't know much about Death Row, but I'm going to have to get into that. So yeah, man, this movie about NWO, like writing their lyrics and all that stuff, and most likely they would just most likely sing their lyrics to the cops, the the power of freedoms of black people to say how they feel about the cops. And then there was one scene, the entire NWO crew got arrested. There was a shootout while NWA was performing, and all of a sudden that the whole NWA members got arrested. And all of that, man. It was crazy. That was crazy back then. Dudes like the 80s to the 90s, bro. God, man. Like, it's one of those things, like, when just cops just go to a concert and what they say that's true about, the NWA was singing what they felt about the cops. And the cops, they like that. So one of the cops are like in the crowd somewhere, and then all of a sudden there's a shootout. And most likely, everybody has to face police brutality. And they made a ward in the movie of police for black people to come to fight what's right for the black culture of music. And somehow, some way, like I feel like just white cops in just general are just not like interested in the black music pop culture. I honestly don't understand why they did not like music, especially what they were saying in the music and what they was like writing their lyrics. I think that's what it was, man. But honestly, that's the most thing that kind of irritated me in the movie, but that. So, yeah, towards like the end, man. You know what happened to Eazy-E. I mean, what happened with Eazy-E during the movie, towards like the end, he started to feel sick. I mean, he started like coughing a lot, and all of a sudden he started collapsing. I don't know if it was at the studio or what, but I think it was at the studio. And then he was sent to the hospital, and the doctors informed him that he got positive for AIDS. That he definitely got positive for AIDS with his wife or his girlfriend. I'm assuming that's most likely his wife. And then the wife got upset, and then Eazy is trying to like begging for the doctors. Like they like I could see like the doctors are trying to do everything to help him. But afterwards in 1995, yeah, it wasn't even gonna last until Eazy-E died from AIDS. Which honestly, I'm gonna say this, y'all. I mean, I was watching it until like he was on his deathbed, like in the hospital bed, and Eazy is crying and all this stuff, man. I mean, he did not want to die, man. And I was watching it, and I got very like emotional just watching that because he did not want to die, man. And till then, man, he ended up dying from AIDS, man. Which that's like the most saddest thing. I actually got a bit emotional watching that. But man, rest in peace to once again, man, rest in peace to Eazy-E, man. But overall, man, this movie was definitely one of the great stories of NWO that they definitely told, you know, in the hip hop culture of NWA. Eazy-E, Ice Cube, and Dr. Dre, man, they all did so well, like producing this movie and showing how what they did mostly in their careers and stuff, how they got into rapping and transforming that into acting, man. And all of it was it was fantastic to see, man. And I definitely tell that, you know, they did like the credit scenes and all that stuff of Tupac, Snoop Dogg, and a few others that was part of the credit scenes. But overall, man, this movie was definitely a great movie. And hopefully hopefully I'm able to check out Eazy-E's music. I gotta check out his music because I've seen his music on YouTube somewhere. I just never listened to it or never give it a chance. But I'm definitely glad to listen to NWA's music because they definitely has like some great music on there back in the 80s. I have never got a chance to listen to. But yeah, man, this is the movie that definitely made people want to open their eyes, especially like upcoming rappers that want to get into the music world and stuff. I think Ice Cube and Dr. Dre did a great job making this film of what they shown, what they had done for their careers and stuff, man. I actually like this, man. But anyways, that is it for my review on Straight Outta Compton of 2015. Y'all let me know what is your thoughts about this movie, and follow me all social medias down below. I'll be back with another video, y'all. Peace.
My moment to shine, this is my time of flight. I've been grinding forever just for this very night. I've been pushing for many moments like this. This time is undervalued and no one ever could.